Hello. I'm going to read from that book. I'm going to start at the bit that says "One day Pooh." Actually it doesn't, it says "One day when Pooh." So I'm going to start from the bit that says "One day when Pooh." One day, when Pooh was walking towards the bridge, he was trying to make up a piece of poetry about fir cones, because there they were lying about on each side of him, and he felt singy. So he picked up a fir cone and looked at it and said to himself, "This is a very good fir cone, and something ought to rhyme to it." But he couldn't think of anything. And then, suddenly, this came into his head. Here is a mystery about a little fir tree. Owl says it's his tree, and Kanga says it's her tree. Which doesn't make sense, said Pooh, because Kanga doesn't live in a tree. He had just come to the bridge and, not looking where he was going, tripped over something, and the fir cone jerked out of his paw into the river. "Bother," said Pooh, as it floated slowly under the bridge. And he was going to go back and get another fir cone which had a rhyme to it. But then he thought that he would just look at the river instead, because it was a peaceful sort of day. So he lay down and looked at it, and it slipped slowly away beneath him. And then suddenly there was his fir cone slipping away too. "That's funny," said Pooh. "I dropped it on the other side," said Pooh. "And it came out on this side," said Pooh. "I wonder if it would do it again." And he went back for some more fir cones. And it did. It kept on doing it. And then he dropped in two at once, and he leant over the bridge to see which one of them would come out first. And one of them did. But as they were both the same size, he didn't know if it was the one he wanted to win or the other one. So the next time he dropped in one big one and one little one. And the big one came out first, which is what he said it would do. And the little one came out last, which is what he said it would do. So he'd won twice. And then he went home for tea. And that was the beginning of the game called Pooh Sticks, which Pooh invented, and which he and his friends used to play on the edge of the forest. But they played with sticks instead of fir cones because they were easier to mark.